What's going on, guys? We are live once again, where we come to you weekly and talk about some things that we're dealing with or have dealt with while on this journey of achieving our goals and dreams in hopes to inspire someone to actually start their journey, as well as motivate those who already have. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jeremiah Dace, and I'm joined with the lovely and amazing Xavius. How we doing, Zay?
How y'all doing? I am amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Good to see y'all beautiful people on this Wednesday evening.
On this Wednesday, later evening. You know what I mean? No, of course we recorded on Monday for those of you who did tune in on Monday, but we always say live your show, make it phenomenal. We always say that. But the sound went out. The sound went out on the past Monday episode, so we had to re-record this Wednesday, and we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. But before we move forward, we definitely want to take a moment, guys. As we all know, Hurricane Harvey hit Texas, like Texas, but Houston I think got it the worst. But Hurricane Harvey hit Texas, and then we got Irma that's coming up for Florida, but it's really hitting Puerto Rico right now. I think it's supposed to hit Haiti, got Cuba. What is it? The Keys. So mad devastation, and we just want to just take a moment for real, and if you want to take that moment for prayer, take that moment for just reflection on where you are in life, like how blessed we are to really not be dealing with that on that level, however you want to have it, or just thoughts going towards them. We just want to take a moment, so we're just going to take about maybe like 10 seconds and just really put thoughts towards them, guys, because where focus goes, energy flows. So send love, send support, however have you guys. So we're just going to take a moment real quick. Man, yes, we appreciate that. We appreciate y'all. But definitely find a way to get involved. There's many different resources. We'll definitely drop some in the caption, and we'll also drop some down in the comments. If you know any resources, any ways to people can volunteer, any ways people can support or donate or however have you. Definitely comment down below, because people are watching right now, so they may be able to see something that you guys know in order to give back to those that's affected. And then, like I said, you got Irma coming up too, so we got to be ready for that as well. So when one of us goes through, we all go through, because we're all one. So definitely. But to get into the show, we're going to be hitting on investing in yourself, or the importance of investing in yourself, right? Because that's what me and Zay got the opportunity to do that. We were blessed with the opportunity to do that this past weekend. We hit on we actually traveled. She did a little bit more traveling than I did. You know what I mean? I just kind of drove for about 3 hours. She took a freaking airplane over to the west coast. You know what I mean? So tell people about your experience this past Labor Day weekend.
Hey, we see people's going through today. Oh yeah, this past Labor Day weekend, I almost forgot it was a holiday. This weekend I went to the East Coast. I went to this huge expo. And pretty much I got to learn from some really wealthy people. It was a great experience. So many things happened this weekend. For the guys who have been following, y'all know I have been doing a lot of traveling this past week. But it's like the more I go, the more I get.
She's a superstar, y'all.
Oh my goodness, no! But the more I go, the more I get. One thing that really hit me this past week was just following instructions. What I kind of talked to you a little bit about was, we all, have these gurus. We all have these people who we look up to. Definitely. And honestly, if you listen to them all, they're all really saying the same thing. It's just whoever impacts you the most, or, whoever you can listen to. But that following the instructions, I didn't realize until this weekend how I have not been following my mentor. I have not been doing what he's been saying to the T. So he'd be like, hey, Xavius, do A, B, C. I do A, X, B, Z. I do what I want to do. I'm trying to put flavor on it.
Skip like 23 letters.
Yeah.
Like A to X.
Yeah, he was, and so I didn't realize until this weekend, like, the reason why I'm not where I want to be, I mean, I'm grateful for where I am. I am growing, y'all. I'm growing so much. I just wow. But I'm not doing what I need to do in order to be who I want to be to the T. And the steps that my mentor is giving me, they're so simple, but I've been complicating them and just doing what I want to do, really. So that was something. It was like, wow. And I've heard it over and over. They say, do the simple stuff. Just do the simple stuff. Even whenever it gets boring, keep doing it. Yeah. And I still want to put some flavor on it. So that was something that really stood out to me is just do the simple stuff and follow instructions. Shut up and follow directions per Dani Johnson.
Okay, can we stay right there for a second? I know you and drive. Can we put it in park for a quick second?
Yes, we may.
So, like that is so, because how often do we look at something and it's like, it can't be that simple. You know what I mean? Whether like whatever goal it is, whatever task it is, like I want to lose weight. I just gotta eat less, work out more. It can't be that simple. You know what I mean? Like whatever the task is.
I need to go buy me a Nike outfit with the sign. And that's gonna help me lose about 3 inches.
Or I gotta tell everybody I'm gonna do it. Like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? But it's really not that complex, guys. So like when you're going after something, literally look at first of all, find somebody who has what you want. Yes. Find somebody who's done what you want. And then model what they did. I mean, obviously, you can't do it the exact same way because you're not that person. But do the foundation of what they did, and then add your own, like you said, add your own flavor because you got to do it your way. But do it the way that, like, if you follow the blueprint, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're in a house, right? All of them are houses. All the houses don't look alike because they did it in their own specific way. But at the end of the day, the house or the foundation for a house is the same. You got walls, you got rooms, you got a floor. You know what I mean? So there's a foundation in anything that you're going after. But if you do it if you go after that foundation or go after that blueprint and build it your own way, but have that foundation, I think that's key. Yeah. Like you said, it's simple. It's not easy. I love that part. I love the fact that because people think it's easy when you embark on something, but it's very simple if you're going after something. I ain't mean to, I'm sorry. Oh, drive.
No. That was actually really good. I like the way you expounded upon it. What actually you said, having the vision. That was another thing that really stood out to me. Reverse engineering. We all get frustrated in the process because it's not easy. You have those difficult days and you have those days where you feel like you're not doing much. But having that vision of what you want and then work backwards of how to get there.
Yeah, what is it? Begin with the end in mind.
Begin with the end in mind.
Begin with the end in mind, definitely.
I think that helps a lot because, you're saying, oh, I want $1 million. And then you're just looking at it now like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get it when I only got $10,
Good job.
But you don't.
You're missing a lot of zeros.
You don't count up. No, stop. You don't count up. I'm sorry.
Not bad. No. Continue.
You don't count up. You say, boom, I want that $1 million. And then you just do the things and take those steps. Follow those instructions that your mentor told you to do or whatever blueprint that you're following. And then get there. Don't really worry about so much of how, like, man, I only got $10, man. I ain't even got $100. Because that causes you to focus on the negative. But when you keep that vision in mind and you know what you're aiming for, where you're going at, what you're going after, it makes it a lot easier. And then I'm telling y'all, things will start coming into your life. I was talking to Jay earlier, and I'm just like, why is this happening to me? Why did I have to come up with this thought? Just because. And what'd you say? It's gonna all work out in. I don't know. But
all right. No. I think I said instead of asking why me, instead like why not you?
Yeah, because and just being grateful because the things that are coming into my life right now, they're not bad. They're just scary because they're really big, and I'm just like, me? Can I do it? Is this really for me? So when you just focus on the vision of who you want to be, because even though the person who you are today, you're not going to be this person tomorrow if you keep growing. And so that goal that you have in your, you have in your mind, it's in the future. And that person, whenever you get there, you'll be able to handle it. But you're just preparing to
keep it.
To keep it and to handle it. Definitely. But not the person who you are right now. You're just trying to figure out how to get there.
It's a mental shift. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, like you said, to use the $10 $1 million analogy, instead of saying, I want to have $1 million, all I got is 10. Instead of saying like that, look at it like I want to make $1 million and I already have 10. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yes.
like, now I'm not shooting for $1 million. Now I'm shooting for 900,000, 900, you know what I mean? 990 if I did that math right. But, you know what I mean? It's like that little bit, you know what I mean? It's no longer $1 million goal. Now it's, you know what I mean? Boom. You know what I mean? So instead, it's just, once again, mental shift. It's all about how you look at it, guys. It's not what you're going through. It's just the way you look at it.
Ooh,
Definitely.
that's good. Yes. Perspective is everything. Don't think of it from a negative standpoint. Think about it. What is it? The glasses have full instead of, the glasses only have empty.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, powerful weekend, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I know I've been saying it. If you really want to increase your value, make yourself, worth something. not to be mean, but like if you have all these big goals and dreams, I'm about to mess up this quote.
Okay.
But
all right.
it was a quote. I think Les Brown said. I already know I'm about to mess it up, but I think Les Brown said. He said, your wants show up in conversation. Your actions show up in your behavior. Something like that. I can't remember it.
I mean, I know something like that.
Okay,
like
what is
your thoughts become words. Your words become like that, or no?
No.
Okay,
no, but you know how like people say like they want something, but they're not equipping themselves to receive it or to be ready for it. So and not even trying to say, we this and we that, but like us going out of our comfort zone and going to these big conferences and seminars and expos. Jay did some crazy stuff this weekend. He met some very important people this weekend. Stop it. I mean, we're doing that because we're investing in ourselves to increase our value. And I don't know if I should share this. But like for real, like okay, so the whole point of the show is we're alive. We wanted to share our journey along the way because we know we expect to be successful because we're doing whatever it takes to be successful. But just last month alone, I ain't talking about September, the month of August. I don't know if I should share this because I don't want to think y'all. I don't want y'all to think like I'm trying to shine or anything.
Well, I mean, no, it's not from like like if you're not doing it from a trying to shine standpoint, but doing it out of like just so like y'all know that I'm doing it too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because like all the books that I'm reading, all the people that I follow, they always say you gotta invest into yourself.
You do.
So last month alone, the month of August, I spent almost $3,000 on personal development, a whole library, and I also went to another seminar. So not because. It's because I'm investing into me. Like, people can take my car, people can take my house, but they cannot take the knowledge that I'm putting into myself, that I'm investing in myself. I'm increasing my value for the marketplace. So whenever I go out and, I'm competing to get somebody else, I already know what I got. You know what I'm saying?
And I like the way you said it last week or early Monday, since we had to re-record. But you said it's a what you said? Dang, I had it. You said that you're paying yourself in advance.
Oh, I did.
you probably. Oh, that was me. Are you sure?
Okay,
no, but you said you instead of investing, like you're investing in yourself, but you're paying yourself in advance. You know what I mean? So you put $3,000 in like in Zay's future bank account, basically. You know what I mean? If you look at it like that, it's no longer a sacrifice. You know what I mean? You look at it in a sense of, this is what I have to. If $3,000 is nothing in the scheme of it all,
right?
You know what I mean? Like if I'm trying to be a millionaire, what's 3,000?
Right.
So I'm just saying, so definitely, I love it.
Awesome.
I love it.
So Jay, please tell the people about your weekend. What did you learn? What did you get?
This past weekend was dope. You know what I mean?
How dope was it?
No, but it was dope. I got to meet E.T. the hip hop preacher. If you don't know who he is. Eric Thomas, if you don't know, like I said, if you don't know who he is, he's the #1 motivational speaker in the world. Somebody I've been following for years. I remember when I was going through a dark place in my life and just listening to some of his words, he was just like, he's like the epitome of motivation. You know what I mean? In my opinion, like the grind, the passion. You know what I mean? The what I experienced this past Saturday, the humbleness. You know what I mean? The human side of him. I walked up to him because he was like, you have to be in line to take pictures with him. I walked up to him and he looked at me. He's like, "What up, fam?" I'm like, "What up, fam?" You know what I mean, fam. But no, like that, and that's how he make you feel. Like he makes you really feel like you're a part of like we are family. You know what I mean? Like shook my hand. We took a picture. You know what I mean? Like mad love. So, and not only him, but it was like a line of speakers. So it was Eric Thomas. It was Inky Johnson. If you haven't heard of Inky, definitely check out Inky Johnson. You got Jeremy Anderson. You got David Shans. all of them was phenomenal. All of them had some like their own swag with it and delivered some crazy messages. So definitely check those guys out. It was called the Stay Ready Tour. Definitely check those guys out. But it was really dope. A couple of things that really hit home for me was like I told Zay, I was listening to Inky. Inky started it off, and he was, they started it off strong. Because if you listen to Inky Johnson,
he's really good.
He's phenomenal. So I looked over to my right, and I'm like, oh snap, that's E.T. This is the first time I seen him. I ain't even gonna lie. I went in there a little starstruck. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna sit here in front. I was like, oh my gosh, it's E.T. the hip hop. He right there. You know what I mean? So I was a little excited, or whatever. You know what I mean? I looked over and I saw E.T. sit down. He like this. I mean, he's staring at Inky like this is the first time he heard Inky speak. And I'm like, you E.T. the hip hop preacher. You know what I mean? Why are you, not that you shouldn't be, but it really put things in perspective for me. You know what I mean? He looked more engaged than I was engaged. And I'm aspiring to get there. You know, he's already there. So, and I realized like, at no point do you stop learning. At no point do you stop growing and striving for more. Like he was literally attentively looking and listening to Inky as if it was like, hanging on to every word that was coming out of Inky's mouth. And I was just like, wow. You know what I mean? It really put things in perspective. And it was like, you have to keep going on that sense. So,
and to kind of piggyback off of that, it makes it more real. Because like I said, I was around some very, very wealthy people this weekend as well. And just being around them, having conversation with them, and you're like, damn, you human. Just like it really, like we know that they human, but until you hang around, you eating with them, you having conversation, you're like, wow, this. Because in the back of your head, you're like, man, this person got like all these zeros in their bank account. I mean, you do, even though it's kind of like superficial. You're like, man, this person is so wealthy. I've only heard great things about you, but whenever they sit there and they just talking to you and giving you advice, and you're like,
Speaking about giving advice, like my man, like I said, Jeremy Anderson was one of the speakers that was on stage with that shared the stage with E.T. and everybody else, and he I made in the VIP section there was a Q&A section for the speakers, and I made it known that I was like my passion is to become a motivational speaker, and he kind of gave me some advice, and then I followed up with him afterwards, and he actually gave me his phone number. Like he was like, yo, take down my information, and I texted him that day. I was like, hey, just let you know this Jeremiah or whatever. He texted me the next morning like, Jeremiah, what's going on? Let's grow. I'm like, wow. Like, like not just like take down my number. I ain't never gonna hear from you again.
Right.
But like, followed up with me. So once again, like just the humbleness and the human side of these guys.
And it makes it more real for you because it kind of clarifies what type of leader you want to be and what kind of person you want to be when you reach your goals and dreams.
It was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. Another thing that really hit me was something that I think was David Shan's, and he said, he had these different slides, and he was talking about millionaires. I think it was like 10,000. It was 10,000 or 100,000 new millionaires last year, something like that, right? I mean, that's a big difference, but bear with me. You know what I mean? But he said that only 1% of those millionaires were 35 or younger, right? And he said he asked the audience like, yo, raise your hand if you under 35, and like probably about I would say like 75% of the audience raised their hand, right? So he was like, yo, He's like, y'all wondering why y'all haven't got there yet. You're so focused on why you haven't got there. But, you only 1% of the, the millionaires are 35 or younger. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, there are certain things you can't get until you live. Like, you literally haven't been, like, that's what he said. He said, you literally haven't been long enough to have figured it out by now.
Wow.
And I'm like, when he said that, I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? Just, it really put things in perspective for me. Because it's like, I just started. Like, for real. I really just started going after my dream of becoming a motivational speaker this year, like every day this year. So it's like, I'm thinking like, oh, why am I not ET? You know what I mean? why I'm not ET status yet? Like, like you're only 26. See where you at 35. You know what I mean? For those of y'all watching, if you're not 35, just see where you are. If you being committed to it and doing it day in and day out every day. See where you are at 35. If you're over 35, just stick with it for 5. Just be here 5 years from now and see where you're at. You know what I mean? Go through the failure. Go through the loss. Go through the agony. Go through the sleepless nights. Go through the loss of friends and the gain of new friends and the loss of those friends. You know what I mean? Go through the family doubting you. Go through the hell and high water. Go through all those things and see where you are 5 years from now. And I promise you, you'll be a lot closer than you think you will be. But I'm supposed to say that for the end. My bad. I'm supposed to be the.
Yeah, I'm over here like, yup, keep going.
Because there's certain things that you like, there's certain things you only are going to overcome by just keep going. Mm-hmm. Like there's certain things that you can't, that you just have to outlast certain things. There's certain things that you can't throw money at. There's certain things you can't throw, conversations at, or whatever the case may be. There's certain things that we're going to go through in life that you literally just have to outlast. And once you do that, I promise, it's like, a breath of fresh air. It's like you're reborn. It's like you're renewed.
I really appreciate you saying that, because I kind of told myself that over the weekend, but I kind of got this idea of who I wanted to be, like for real, about 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I've just I beat myself up. Like I'm really, really tough on myself. And I know it because my mentor, he was like, Xavius, don't say that, say this. And I'm like, oh, let me, I'm too, let me, come correct. But definitely. Just really like why I'm not there yet, and you really, wow, y'all, so many parts. But yeah, definitely just be patient, I guess.
Definitely.
As long as you keep going.
So it's crazy because a lot of things, some things we know, some things we don't know yet, but that's why we want to hit on investing in yourself, guys. The importance of investing in yourself, because everybody want to return. Everybody want to return, right? But literally, the word return means something coming back to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the only way you're going to get a return is that you invest. Wow. The only way you can get something to come back is you got to put something out there.
Wow.
So, it's
and you got to pay the full price too. Don't
Don't try to, don't put 20% in expecting 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Definitely. You have to invest for real. And then, my man, Austin. But no, definitely. You have to put into it. Which it's literally in anything you do, you're only going to get out of it what you put in.
Reap what you sow.
Definitely. My man, Dani Johnson. I think it was Inky. No, it was David. He asked, are you sowing or are you spitting? Right? And let me break this down real quick. We already 22 minutes in. Let me break it down real quick. He said when we have seeds, like when we're struggling or when we're going after something, the seeds that we have for the fruit, they're mad important. Like we really focus on those seeds, right? But when we get a little bit of fruit, we start eating the fruit. We spit the seeds out like they nothing. We get that 2-3 apples, and we're like, oh snap! I got 2-3 apples. You take a bite, you spit the seeds out like they're nothing. But just a year ago, those seeds were vital to life.
Wow.
Just a year ago, you needed those seeds to survive.
Wow.
So are you spitting or are you sowing?
Wow.
I was like, bro.
That's
and
like,
once again, and the importance of it, because you only know so much, and you're only gonna be able to gain so much knowledge in your lifetime. So you have to invest in your. Because don't look at it as, oh, I'm paying those guys to teach me something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not. I didn't go there. While I do want to support them, you know what I mean? Definitely, I love what they're doing for not just for me, but for the world. But I didn't go there with the mindset of, oh, I hope they deliver. You know what I mean? Like I hope they deliver. I went there with the mindset, I know I'm going to get something.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I didn't get to go to the mindset of I'm putting money in their pocket. I went to the mindset like, oh, I'm putting something back in me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So definitely, and like that's not, my focus wasn't on them. My focus, like it was on them. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Yeah, because I was super excited. Oh my God. I got a picture with E.T. I'm framing it, putting it above my bed. You know what I mean? I kind of cried. But definitely was super excited to meet those guys. But like I really knew that if I'm serious about what I say I'm serious about,
yes,
this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
If I'm serious about becoming a motivational speaker, how am I gonna be serious about it but not be around motivational speakers? You know what I mean? DC, they were in DC. Mm-hmm. That's like 3 hours for me. Like there's no excuse. There's no excuse. But I'm super excited. They got one in LA. I'm thinking about going to the one in LA.
Why not?
Why not? Once again, investing in yourself, guys. So it's vital to success. Vital.
I really
not just like, we might, I think you should do it every now and then. No.
Yeah.
Invest.
Back to back.
You know what I mean? Like I'm a banker. No, just go.
I really wish I could remember that quote about, when somebody say I want this, like everybody swear they want success, but results show up in your behavior. I gotta remember that quote. I'm gonna look it up. I know I wrote it down somewhere.
Look it up, put it in the caption. But I'm gonna say what E.T. said. He say, everybody wanna be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. Oh my God. Who you talking to, E? Who you talking to?
You be in the crowd. y'all.
I want to be, you know.
I don't know if y'all been to like seminars or conventions or expos like that, but you've been in a crowd like, why you going so hard? Like, relax. Why you all up on me?
Or like, you be in the crowd, you like, who told you about my life?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like they will slap you. You be like,
they will sit right next to you. You know, with their words. Like, yeah, I'm talking to you.
And you feel it in your stomach.
He said the only way he was talking to certain people, and he was like, the only way to get to the next level for those people, and I resonated with those people that he was talking to. He said the only way to get to the next level from here is you got to pay for it. And I was like, huh? Immediately, I ain't gonna lie. Immediately, my mom went to, I ain't got no money. He was like, yeah, I know you broke. I was like, what? He was like, I know you broke, and you gonna stay broke. I was like, bro, check please. I'm gonna get on out of here. Oh my God! But no, for real, guys. I mean, so once again, investing in yourself. You have to be willing to do that. It's not a sacrifice, because I feel like when you sacrifice something, it's like you kind of resent losing it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But you willingly give, knowing that it's gonna come back in full and then some. Really, for real.
Yeah, when you invest in yourself, guys.
Definitely.
Like, my mind, like, I'm still numb because I had almost a full week of just being around, like I said, being in that environment and getting information and just like really taking a look at myself. So I wish I could just share everything, but we couldn't do that. It's kind of like my analogy when I said,
there it is. Wants show up in conversation, expectations show up in behavior.
Thank you, Kayla. Read it again so the people can feel it.
It's your quote. Go ahead.
So what I was trying to say is, wants show up in conversation, expectations show up in behavior.
That's fine.
So that's what I was trying to say. Like, everybody want to be successful. Everybody want a nice fancy car. Everybody want this, but you're not doing what it takes to get there. So wants show up in conversation. Thank you so much, Kayla.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Expectations show up in behavior.
Kayla, the MVP of the show.
Yes. Shout out to Kayla, y'all.
Definitely.
So,
no, definitely. So, but appreciate y'all rocking with us for so long.
Yes.
Normally we don't go this long, but appreciate that. We're gonna get out of here. We, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Do you want to hit them with that QOD?
Yes, I do. My quote, and I said it Monday, but I'm gonna say it again for the people who didn't get to see Monday's show. From the famous, my favorite multimillionaire right now, Dani Johnson. Dani Johnson. She said, "What are you gonna do today?"
All right, rock with that. What are you gonna do today? You still got a solid 3 hours for if you're on the East Coast, or if you know what I mean. You still got time in the day. You know what I mean. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, because
what are you gonna do? No doubt, T-Mel, no doubt. That's not my bad.
You're welcome. I forgot my second part. Results. What is it? Yeah, I'm sorry.
The only thing that determines success are results.
That's what it is. What are you gonna do today? The only thing that determines results,
success.
The only thing that determines success is results. That's my quote.
Hey, love you too, Austin. Definitely love you, man. Miss you too, man. Hope you're doing great things up there, man. But definitely. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, you fine. Did y'all feel that?
I hope they did.
Okay. So what's the motivation for the rest of the week, Jay?
Oh, definitely. Okay, so guys, look, I was super pumped when I went down there to see ET and the crew, the whole ETA crew, Inky Johnson, all those guys. Super pumped. But for real, even like on the outside of that, something that really amazed me was I wrote the goal down. I said I'm gonna go to an ET conference this year. I wrote that down in January before I even knew about a Stay Ready tour. Right, before I even knew that they were having something of this magnitude, before I knew that they were coming to DC, right? I wrote it down, and when I wrote it down, I felt conviction. I wrote it down, and I believed. There's no doubt in my mind. I was like, yo, I'm going to go see ET this year. There's no doubt, right? And what I want, and then so for it to happen, it was empowering. It was uplifting. It was kind of like, oh snap, what else can I do, right? So what I want to let you guys know is that you're powerful, and how do I know that? Because I am. You know what I mean? And like we're one and the same. Like I'm not Jeremiah. Oh, this guy's great. You know what I mean? We're equal. So what I want you to do right now is just do this for me right now. No, say I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
There it is. No. Somebody whispered it, so that's cute. I like that. You said it, but it was a whisper. I need you to say it. I am powerful. Right?
I am powerful.
There it is. There. I love it. And know that, right? So go after something that you want right now, right? Write it down. Write it down. When you write it down, write it down with power. Write it down with that mindset, knowing that I am powerful. Like, this is not something I'm hoping for. This is not something I'm wishing for. This is not something that, we'll see if it happens. No, I'm writing it down because I'm getting it out of here and making it physical. And I'm making it physical so that I can see it manifest in the real life. So write it down right now. Write it down with conviction. And as you write it, say, I'm powerful. Think that in your mind. Have that mentality. I'm powerful and it's coming into fruition. And I'm not going to stop until it does, guys. Go be great.
Yes, y'all follow instructions. He said write it down. When we get off, I'm going to go write it down.
Definitely.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for everybody who has tuned in, everybody who will tune in. We really appreciate y'all adapting with us. Like we said, we are live, so things happen. We try to record. Well, we normally record on Sundays, but then we both were out of town. We tried to record on Mondays. Connection sound wasn't right, so thank y'all for everybody who did come on this Wednesday night to tune in with us. We really appreciate y'all mean so much to us. We really do love y'all. Thank y'all. As a reminder, we go live not only for you guys but for ourselves to remind us that every day we are live. There's no edits, no filters, no cutbacks. There's no let me pause life and redo that. No,
down.
You have to keep going. So we tell y'all, go out, live your show, and make it phenomenal. Good night, y'all.
Love you guys. Go be great.